podcast that talks about scary shit. Hey,
spooky.
Spooky. Girl, talk about that spooky.
I thought we were talking about spooky.
Scaredycast is brought to you by Value Sesh. Ain't nothing spooky about that. It's delicious.
It is the best.
The best. Go to valuesesh.com. Use code SCARED and get you some. Or join our Patreon and get some for free.
You know what I was just talking about with somebody today?
What?
We were talking about how sometimes gummies and edibles can be a little scary.
Yes, they can.
They can be very scary. Mm-hmm. I've never had a scary experience.
Not once, not ever.
You know me. I'm already kind of a paranoid person.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Mm. But I've never gotten paranoid. When I smoke, I get a little paranoid.
I do. I have noticed with Value Sesh, the taffies treat me better than the gummies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the gummies still do great, but I mean, like, I have like a better, like, ooh, yeah, kind of experience when I'm on the taffies. I don't know why.
Which is so weird because I feel like that doesn't normally happen.
Yeah.
Like, it's like opposite.
But, hey, man, y'all go and get yourself Value Sesh and you tell us what you think.
You tell us because they got the gummies. They got the taffies. They got the honey sticks. And they're always coming out with new stuff. You just said that there's a new flavor of taffy.
New flavor taffies are out.
It's very citrusy, very tropical.
And if you're having problems sleeping, get those nights. Get the nights gummies. Trust me. Oh, my God. I have one. 20 minutes after I have it, I'm out.
You don't wake up groggy?
I don't wake up groggy.
That's incredible.
I sleep amazing.
That's incredible.
It's great. Also, Fright Rags, fright-rags.com. Gotta love Fright Rags and all their amazing shirts and other collectibles and specials and things they're always doing. If you like the movie They Live, they're coming out with replica glasses. The same glasses they wore in They Live, to see the aliens. Now you can wear those glasses.
That's pretty cool. What if you put on those glasses?
They work.
Yeah, and it's like true. Like Fright Rags is like, oh, they're like, we're gonna put the truth out there, guys. We finally were able to hack it.
Last week we debunked the Patterson Gimlin. Well, we didn't, but we talked about how it was debunked. But soon we'll talk about how Fright Rags uncovered the truth about aliens.
Yo, that'd be sick.
And how they're among us, the lizard people.
The lizard people. I mean, they probably are among us. They probably are among us. Do we want to start with a little creep of the week?
We can. What do you got?
Or what were your thoughts? Oh, you know what? No. Before we get into creep of the week, I have to start off with doing Project Hail Mary.
Okay. I
got to talk about it. I went and saw Project Hail Mary. For anyone that's not familiar, it is the new movie that just came out. So probably by the time this comes out, it's like, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Yeah. With Ryan Gosling. Mm-hmm. It is one of the best movies I've ever seen. Damn. It's incredible. It is so good. So we got a group of our friends together to be able to go see it. A few of my friends, it's based off of a book, and a few of my friends had read it. And so they were super excited about this movie coming out. A few of my friends read the book before, they're like, oh, we're going to go see this movie because we bought them a few weeks in advance for the opening weekend. And so a few of my friends are very fast readers. A little faster than I am. I can't read. I'm a woman. I mean, come on.
I have a book up there. I started almost a year ago.
I will. I used to read before I would fall asleep, and I don't know. I've gotten away from that habit. I need to redo it again. No time. You got to watch Office again.
I got to watch The Office.
You got to watch Office.
I got Office to be watching.
Please. So it's based off of a book, and I guess there's obviously as with any movie adaptation or somebody starts in a book and then goes into film or series, there's going to be modifications, obviously. Right. Everyone that had read the book, even though there was modifications, I'm not going to say any spoilers or anything, they were still in love with it. I have to tell you, well, before I get into you will cry. You will cry in this movie. Oh man,
I don't want to be crying.
But it is it's a roller coaster because at first you're very sad and it's very scary. So basically what happens is Ryan Gosling's character, Grace, he wakes up in space, wakes up from a coma, an induced coma, wakes up on this spaceship in space, has a fucking tube in his throat that an alien, not an alien, that a robot is taking out and is saying hey, don't freak out. Muscle movements aren't going to be able to you got to blah, blah. And he's where the fuck am I? Who am I? He is amnesia because he's been in a coma, I think I can't remember if they say, I think it's 5 years or something like that. And he looks out and it's just fucking space. And he's what the fuck? And then he's climbing through all this. And then he sees 2 other dead bodies in there. So they obviously didn't survive the coma. They were supposed to. And how it goes is it's he's figuring all these things, and he's like starting to do all these equations or whatever, like trying to figure out what the hell's going on. And he's like, am I smart? Like what's happening? And so it's flashbacks of him like starting to like get his memory back a little bit of like why he's up there in the first place. And basically he was a biology, or like molecular biology scientist or something like that had like a really crazy theory that basically ostracized him from the science community. Like everyone's like, okay, this is way too crazy. Like you're not ever going to go anywhere. He's like a laughing stock because he like stood behind what he had to say.
Right. And
what happens is he's in the middle of like teaching this class, and this kid is like, what is the blah, blah, blah? Cause you see a newscast of, it's called, Jesus Christ. Now I'm like fucking blanking on it, but whatever. There's this like signal that they're seeing like in between Venus and it's Sun, Mars, then Venus, right?
No.
Sun, Mars, then
no.
Sun, Mercury.
Yes.
Then Venus.
Yes. I think. Yes.
Whatever. Anyways, the second planet, Venus. Yeah. So there's like this thing, and they're like, holy shit. Basically, they figure out that this stuff is eating the sun. And they're like, life as we know it, within 30 years, the planet is going to cool 10 to 15 degrees, which means literally like collapse of life as we know it. Mm. And then beyond that, if you even make it 30 years, like, because everyone's like, there's not going to be like enough resources for people. It's going to be like fucking pandemonium. Right.
Yeah.
And so they're like going to all these different countries. Like everyone is like being like, yo, what the fuck? How do we stop this? And then they're finding out that all these other stars are also being eaten or already dead from like this stuff that they call astrophage. And so it's like back and forth of him remembering how the fuck he got up here and like why he's even up there. Like, he was like, well, he remembers like, I was a school teacher. Like why the fucking like blah, blah. It is so good. The guy that I'm seeing, like he went with us and he's like, I didn't want to tell you before, but he's like, I hate like sci-fi. I hate like space movies. Like he's like, that was amazing. I want to go see that again.
Wow.
That's how good it was. Like he's like, man, Star Wars, like he's like doesn't watch stuff like Dune. Like, you know what I mean? Like he doesn't like, he's just not into that. And he was like, I want to go see that again. Let me tell you, I was crying over a rock alien.
Damn.
So if that has anything to say about it, Ryan Gosling is absolutely incredible.
Oh yeah.
The
I'll
storyline.
Watch any movie with Ryan Gosling.
Yes.
I'll watch that shit.
And it's not even just like, obviously there's a lot of very smart things that are being talked about and stuff like that. And there's a lot of things I highly recommend, first of all, seeing in theaters just for the visual aspect, but also too, so you're actually paying attention to like what the fuck is going on. So you understand. It's not like super like complicated that you're going to be like, oh, what the fuck? Like, law, you might be lost a little bit, but also too, like it just pulls at your heartstrings. It's so funny. Like it is. And it's not like corny funny where you're like, just being like, okay, it's like forced comedy. Like Ryan Gosling is just incredible. And I was trying to find the behind the scenes of like what the fuck he's talking to. So he ends up like calling this like character Rocky, like, you know what I mean? The one, then they end up like working together to be able to like try to save their planets from this like astrophage. Like, so like that's like really like the main premise of it, with all these flashbacks that are happening and like just trying to like figure out what the fuck is going on. How do they save literally life on their planets? So it's pretty incredible. I cried quite a bit. So did other people in there, and you have to see it in theater.
I'll see it in theater.
Please let me know. Yeah, please let me know when you do see it, because I literally have told so many people to go. If, you know what? You're welcome to whatever studio this is, because I'm telling everybody, like,
who made this movie?
You need to go watch this, and you need to give me 10% of the things. No, but it's absolutely incredible. And two, like, I mean, it really hits home as well, because like, there's like so many different things, like, you know, you're seeing that like...
Oh, this is made by Philip Lord and Chris Miller.
Who's that? I don't know who that is.
They made, I think their biggest one they're probably known for was the Lego movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was like their first thing that kind of... And then they made... they produced the Spider-Verse movies.
Okay.
The Miles Morales Spider-Verse movies. Yeah, and those are... top tier.
Yes, incredible. So yes, you guys all need to, if you haven't already, because I know this is coming out a little bit after, if you can, if you're able, please see it in theater if you're able to. Obviously you got to wait till streaming. That's fine. I totally understand, but you got to watch it. Thumbs down, which you'll see that that's an inside joke.
That's
from
an
the
inside
movie.
joke?
Yeah, it's an inside joke from the movie.
Okay.
It's very good.
I keep seeing like people do like thumbs down, and I'm like, all right.
Why
do you seem so happy about this? What is going on?
It's a positive Inside joke from the movie.
Gotcha.
Fist my bump.
I don't have anything to review because I haven't watched any movies.
You know, you just been going all around to movie lots.
I've been on movie lots.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Crazy.
Man, I'll tell you guys something.
Let's hear it.
I talked all about it last week, but I was just like, I got engaged. I got to go to a movie lot. I got to go to the Jaws exhibit at the Academy. I got to go to Universal Studios for free for a whole day. And I was just like, I wouldn't have it without the podcast.
It would. None of that would ever happen without Scaredycast.
I met her on a ghost tour
Crazy.
that we went on because of the podcast. And it's like, I wouldn't have that, or I wouldn't have been able to go on a movie lot, or I wouldn't be at Universal Studios, like covering horror movie stuff, if I didn't start a podcast. So it's like, guys, fucking chase those goddamn dreams.
Chase those dreams,
Just
and
fucking
also
go for it.
Thank you to everyone that has supported us along the way. Like this is not something that we've like. Obviously, it takes a lot of work, clearly, but this is not something we've done alone. Like the Scaredy fam truly has been able to make this a reality. Like, and obviously, we're still working towards like where we want to be, but we're fucking getting there. Like it's damn near. Wait, can't stop, won't stop.
I'm way too far.
Can't stop, won't stop.
To stop. So
That's fucking dope. And yeah, like being able to talk about all this crazy shit is wild.
yeah, right.
Like people listen to us talk about this stuff.
I know.
So many times people are like, they just let anyone have a podcast. It's like, yeah. Like if you want to talk about something, unless you're like Joe Rogan or Andrew Tate, don't talk about that stuff. You guys don't need a podcast. Boo.
Boo.
Boo. Actual thumbs down. Real thumbs down.
Yeah.
This is a real thumbs down. This is not a Rocky thumbs down.
Want to do some listener questions?
Yes.
Which horror sequel is so bad it actively damages the original? And I don't really have an answer for this, but my oldest child probably does. Because the one thing I thought of when I saw this question come in, I couldn't think of anything, but I remember the first time I showed him Return of the Living Dead.
Oh.
And he was like, that's the greatest zombie movie I've ever seen.
Really?
He's like, that was amazing. I love it. Is there a sequel? And I showed him the sequel. And then he was like, that is the worst fucking movie I have ever seen in my life.
What, like the duality of like the total ends of the spectrum.
Oh, God, yeah. It went from the greatest zombie movie, and then the next one's like, this is the worst movie period ever. And it was like, shit.
Well, shit. I'm trying to think. It's so bad. Like, I feel bad. Like, I don't have an example for horror movies, but like Hangover 2 and Dumb and Dumber 2. But according to horrorfam.com, do you want to hear the top 10 worst horror movie sequels?
Sure.
Okay, so there's a list for this. So Psycho 2.
No, I don't agree with that.
You don't agree with that one? That's at number 10.
All
okay.
4 Psycho movies are great.
Okay, so great. So Jason Goes to Hell.
Nope, don't agree with that.
Don't agree with that
one.
Love
that one.
Okay. So then maybe, you know what? Maybe this is Saw 5. Well, there's not actual. This is not actual, just like sequels.
Once it gets to like from Saw 4 forward,
don't.
It's I can't even. I couldn't tell you which scene from what Saw. Like they're all kind of the same.
Alien Resurrection.
I guess so.
Did you watch Children of the Corn 2?
No.
The Final Sacrifice?
No.
That's coming in at number 6 according to this list. Amityville 2, which was in 1982. I'm sure you probably... Oh, you're not going to agree with this one either. You're going to really not agree with this one.
What's this one?
Can you guess?
Jaws the Revenge.
That's going to be at number 4.
That's for sure on there. I live with that. That's fine. Like
Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2. A lot of these I haven't.
That was terrible too.
That was bad?
That was really bad.
See, and this isn't a direct sequel, but it is like in the thing. Leprechaun 4. Leprechaun in Space.
Stop. No.
And then at number 1, Exorcist 2, The Heretic in 1977. I didn't even know that they made like a sequel to the, like that close to the first, to The Exorcist.
Oh yeah, there's 3. I mean, there's more than that now, but like
I'm so bad.
The first one's The Exorcist. The second one's really bad, but then I guess the third one's supposed to be like amazing. I haven't seen it because it looks way too scary.
I just like if I really like a first one, and if I don't know for sure that's going to be good, or if it's like it's in like a trilogy, like Lord of the Rings or like Dune or like things like that, I'm like, okay, I know this is in a set anyways. Or like Harry Potter, it's like based on books. Like, even though I didn't watch all the Harry Potters either, it's like based on something. I'm like, okay. But I'm always very hesitant about sequels to things that I love because they just almost never hit the nail on the head. Almost never. If to like, you know, what you were just talking about with like Return of the Living Dead. Return of the Living Dead. Fuck. Yeah. You know, so funny when we did that. when we did the event, thanks to Horrormonger, I kept on saying Return of the Giving Dead instead of Return of the Living Dead because our friends. Oh God.
Jeez.
I kept on saying the wrong thing, and then now I said the wrong thing in the wrong time. But you know what?
Ready for the next question?
Yes, please, for the love of God, get me out of this.
Are UFO sightings getting more believable or just easier to fake?
Well, that's like interesting timing to ask that because, I mean, there's been a lot of things released by the government and like confirmed by the government. So unless they're faking it, we just talked about this on one of the recent episodes, like, or like maybe it was on Monday morning. I'm not sure which one it was, but like we were just talking about how AI is very hard to like, obviously there's some stuff you can tell is fake, clearly, like if you have a brain, but it's very easy to fake this stuff. Like it's extremely easy. Even like AI is being used to be able to hack into like banking software and stuff like that on like people's mobile devices, like apps, because they're using like deep fakes of people. So clearly it is very hard and it's like advanced extremely fast. Which if anyone's ever seen a fucking movie ever in their life, they knew exactly where the fuck this was going. Yeah. I obviously think it's very easy to fake where you're just like, okay, you're doing that. And like people on TikTok, like whatever, like saying like, oh, like saw an alien, la la. And it's like clearly like it's fake. But there's also been a lot of evidence that is showing like exactly what people have been saying for forever. Like that aliens are real. What really like resonated with me recently was that there was like a CIA agent that like talks about all this different stuff, like, cause I don't know how he's able to do it. He was like saying like, yeah, there's like reports of like aliens are real. Like that's been confirmed clearly, but like, there's also reports that like aliens are like living among us. Like, and it's like, you can't even tell like who they are or who they're not. Like, and then Obama came out, he was like, oh, like saying all these different things, like, you know, like unless they're keeping all this stuff secret from the president, which they might be. Yeah. Because basically, like, you know, anyone in political power is like probably just a puppet to actual people in power of like the billionaire, trillionaire class. So it is what it is, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, you literally have heads of state saying this stuff is real. How could you even look into the sky and be like, we're alone?
I don't know.
Like how? Like that's
the
such
universe
a crazy,
is infinite.
It keeps like
it goes forever.
It's never ending.
There's no wall somewhere where it's like this is the end of the universe. Like it goes forever. Like there's definitely planets with other stuff living there.
There was just
but do they have the technology to like venture out this far? I don't know.
I mean, there was just like another thing that came out of like the Pentagon releasing even more footage, like, which is pretty incredible. It's just like, it's wild. I don't know. But going with that, like, and we're going to talk about Creep of the Week. We're going to talk about this a little bit more in a little bit, but like going along those lines also too, everyone like take everything with a grain of salt. Use your brain when you're saying stuff. Like you're like, is this real? Yeah. Do I need to look into this a little bit more from trusted sources?
You know what's just really frustrating to me is like I really love fail videos. Or like, you know, things like that. But even those now are starting to get faked. And I'm like, God damn it. Like I can't enjoy anything anymore.
Shelby sometimes will show me stuff on like TikTok and like that she really enjoys. And I try not to like ruin it for her. So Shelby's my cousin that we live together. Yeah. And like she'll show me stuff and like I just really like don't want to be like, I'm just looking at it. I'm like, this is so fake. Like, this is clearly like staged. Yeah. Like, or it's like from an account that has like 3 million followers or whatever. She's like, oh, like this couple did this a lot. And I'm like, yeah, look, like they do that every week. They do that every single day. Or like scare videos. Remember how funny like scare prank videos used to be? I love scaring people. And maybe this is why I don't really scare people anymore. But like you see videos and you're just like, it's very fuck you guys.
You guys are ruining all the fun.
You're ruining all the fun.
Stop with your AI shit. Just use AI for tools like I do.
Just use it for...
to help you, like, edit. And
yeah. For the stuff that should be done by a robot anyways. Like, not for, like, creative stuff or, like for things that should be, like, part of the human experience.
Next question we have is, if your house was proven to be haunted, would you move immediately or stay because it's kind of cool?
What kind of ghost or entity are we talking about?
I mean, I don't know. I think just in general. Like, you see something on the corner of your eye sometimes, or, like, you know, like
Is it malicious?
like a door opens, or... It's not malicious. Because if it was malicious, you would obviously leave right away.
You would have to.
Yeah. So it's just a general, like, clumsy ghost knocking things over sometimes, or...
I think if we could come to a mutual understanding... I've talked about this a long, long time ago, like when my dog Summer Sunshine was still alive. One time she was, like, staring down the hallway and she started growling. And you know Summer.
Yeah.
That bitch was the best, sweetest, most lovable. The only time she ever barked was like when we were playing, or like when she was running around getting the zoomies, and her bark was like not like crazy. Yeah. She never growled unless she was playing, like, you know, like, and then, you know, she was just the sweetest little angel. She was looking down the hallway, literally at nothing, growling, and I got up and I was like, if you're not welcome here, if you're not gonna be nice to my dog, and I'm like screaming, and I was like, I'm like, if you're gonna bother my dog, you're not welcome here. This is my house, and she deserves to live here, like, in peace. And then she never did that again.
Okay.
But I mean, there's been other stuff that happened in my house. That's why we wanted Jared, that's Arrow Bart, on here, but that's gonna have to be another time.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe I'm gonna reach out to him, and then maybe I could like go have a reading with him that we can like tape and that we can like put on.
Let's do it.
Well, what about like, if it was just like a little friendly like thing, or if we could like come to an understanding and be like, hey, we gotta like be able to like live mutually together, you know, then that'd be fine. But
no.
But if it's like if it's something like malicious,
I don't give a shit if it's Casper. I'm fucking out.
You're out?
I'm out.
Are you going to bring someone in at least? Or are you trying to sage?
No, I'm out.
You're just done.
No. Because to me, it's like...
What if it's me? What if I'm a ghost?
If it's like that one ghost can get in here...
What if that's a ghost
something else could get in here?
What if that's a ghost that's keeping all the other ghosts at bay, and then you get rid of them, and then like, and then you're fucked? You ever think about that?
I mean, look... No. Nah.
I don't know. I guess like, I mean, I've never been someone that like, I mean, we've had like weird stuff happen, like, but I'm not someone that
I'll stay if it's a friendly ghost that pays rent.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh my God. You want to be here?
Yeah. You want to be here? Chip in.
Find some quarters every once in a while.
Yeah.
I know you guys like, you know, it takes a lot of energy. Maybe like if you want to like be fumbling things around, maybe put the cups away.
Go ghost yourself into a bank vault or something and stuff your ghost pockets with some cash.
Get some ectoplasm around some dollars.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, ghosts.
Around some dollar bills.
What else we got?
Okay, so we were just talking about AI, and that was a wonderful question, by the way. Great questions. Thank you guys. As always, I love our listener questions. And sometimes they're a little bit harder to answer than others. But that's because you guys put us on the spot with some great questions. So thank you. We were just talking about AI and how easy it is to fake things. And the importance of media literacy is now more than ever. And a lot of times, like, things will just like pop up on my Instagram or like, you know, things. I'll just send them like, you know, like, oh, like whatever. This might be like something, because sometimes they are real stories. Like, and Tony does always like try to do his due diligence when we talk about stuff. Like, he'll find an actual like article about it, like be able to like do, like, you know, be able to have some like background on it where we're like, okay, this is real.
I try to make sure we're accurate in our news reporting.
As accurate as you're going to get for Scaredycast. Okay. Yeah. So you know what that is. Like,
I'm not a journalist.
We're having a good time here.
All right.
Also, we're not like trying to add to the fake news.
Yeah.
Alternative facts.
Yeah.
So there's this account called Crazy Bitch Probs that I follow, and it posted this of like a before and after, and the caption is, in 2017, a man got 37 plastic surgeries and changed his name to date his ex-girlfriend after her restraining order. And then it even has like more like in like little paragraph things, like, so it makes you be like, oh yeah, like this might be like a real thing. So when Tony and I were talking about this before, we're like, oh, do we got like creep of the week or whatever? He's like, oh, I was like, well, what about the guy that like did all the surgery? He's like, I couldn't find anything about this. In this thing, It says that a man allegedly, see, this is how they get away with it.
Allegedly.
A man allegedly went under the knife 37 times and legally changed his name for one terrifying reason: to stalk his ex-girlfriend without being recognized. The transformation was so extreme that even his inner circle didn't know who he was. By the time he approached her under a fake identity, he had effectively deleted his old self to bypass legal boundaries. So that's like a crazy story, right? Mm-hmm. He's in there. I wouldn't put it past someone to do that, honestly. Like, this is not something that I think anyone would maybe not do.
Right.
Because people are crazy. 37 plastic surgeries, that's a lot of money, though.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of surgeries.
A lot of surgeries, and especially, like, what's the timeline? They don't ever say a name. Like, there's, like, a lot of different things.
And I mean, like...
how they get the before and after, if he, like, deleted his own
there's,
stuff.
like, recovery time, too. Like, I'm sure you don't just get a nose job and the next day you're like, look at my new nose.
Sometimes you can, like, do multiple things at, like, once.
Yeah.
But 37 surgeries or 37 whatever. So then, Tony's like, hey, I couldn't find an article about that, so I don't think we should talk about it. And then I was like, well, let me see. And then I did see. So then I saw another example of that, but it was like with an Asian guy and saying like same thing in 2017, 37 surgeries. So be able to like blah, blah, blah. And then so PolitiFact came up. So just recently, within the last year, plastic surgery crime story originated on a self-described satire site. So this whole thing that has gone around multiple times under multiple different guises, there's different versions and it keeps on like recirculating, which happens a lot with like different stories like this too. Which also too, like if that was a real story, like I would understand like why people would repost it because it's so like shocking.
Yeah.
But the creep of the week, so obviously he would have been a creep of the week if he's real, but creep of the week is people that purposely like put this shit, like unless you are saying like this is satire or like saying like, hey, like this is fake or like unconfirmed. Like creeps of the week are people that are using AI to purposely like trick people. This is like, whatever. Okay. Like, well, that's not anything that's like really harming anybody unless someone looks like one of those guys, like just happens and be like, like that wasn't me. Because like AI is like a collection of real humans and like, the data that they're able to get from like, all these different things. So creep of the week for me is AI and the people that purposely spread these types of stories. Fuck that.
Bunch of grossies.
Yeah, no, we have no water because of it. Did you see also too that all these data centers that like are like for like all these like fucking AI generation like plants and stuff like that. They're like literally making like the cities that they're in like a few degrees hotter.
Is that why it's already 100 degrees in Arizona in March? It probably fucking is. And also, well, I mean, and LA.
Global warming is not real, Tony. So.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. I think it's because the world is ending soon, and we're gonna have to all make peace with it.
Oh man, everything was just getting good.
Well, we're gonna end on a high note. We're gonna end on a high note.
Well, shit.
Hello, comics readers, literary fans, and fellow creators. This message has come hot off the desk of the mighty Star-Lord, no relation to the guy in outer space. That's right, it's the dachshund extraordinaire and spokesdog for Dash Comics, a humble imprint from the border town of El Paso, Texas, with a message for all. Dash Comics is the new kid on the block of the indie comics community, and they are excited to share with you who they are and what they're about. Dash Comics is the creative endeavor of writer Humberto Avila, a rad dude living the electric wheelchair life, fast, furious, and on a mission. A mission to what, you ask? A mission to create stories about the little but mighty people and pups who are the ordinary and average that make this world turn. Tales of supernatural terror and the unpredictable wheel of fate spare no one. Heroes rise, but they aren't alone. Follow along at dachcomics.com and discover the power, strength, and resiliency that lays in the essence of the disabled, the ordinary, and the underestimated individuals of this world. Strap in, folks. There will be blood, monsters, and dachshunds.
What else we got?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, we did talk about how things haven't been going so great at Disney World.
Okay, I feel like Disney has been...
with some Disney deaths going on. And just after we talked about that, news comes out that 7 Disneyland employees were hospitalized after an unknown odor happened in Tomorrowland.
Unknown odor? Like a natural gas leak?
Probably. It caused them to feel dizzy and short of breath.
God, imagine if all the people died at Disneyland.
It happened in the Tomorrowland area of the park near the Star Tours. Right.
Star Tours.
The odor came from building contractor materials from the backstage area of the park. Man.
They never said what it was? Of course.
Not really. It was just some materials.
Mysterious odor. Yeah, like a gas leak that fucking made people
situation.
sick. Yo, when I thought I had that gas leak in my house, you should have seen the amount of fire trucks that were outside, like basically shut down 7th Avenue. There were 7 fire trucks out there and a hazmat truck.
Jesus.
It was insane. It was insane. I was so scared.
I remember that one time we left your house and there were just police everywhere on like Glendale Road, like a block from you. For like,
so there's always something crazy happening.
Yeah, you live in a crazy time.
I don't know why. Like, I don't like, because like there's Sunny Slope area I see that's like very like, okay, there's some stuff going on down there.
Every time I drive in that area, I'm always on the lookout for any person to throw themselves in front of my vehicle.
Yeah, you should be. Yeah, you absolutely should. Like, there will be times where I'm like, I catch myself looking at my phone. I'm like, no, like someone is going to jump from my car.
Yeah.
Like legitimately, like not know where the fuck they are. Okay, well, I do have like some crazy things. Like, so I referenced this in the last episode, but on Lad Bible, there's like an ex-CIA agent that I don't know how he's clearance. I think there's probably certain things that he can talk about, and obviously like certain things that he can't talk about. Mm-hmm. There's a couple different like little clips of his interview. One where he's talking about sleeper cells, and one where he's talking about like hitmen, and basically confirming that they're both real. So for anyone that doesn't know, sleeper cells are basically like people. This is crazy.
Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like so.
Or like,
it's mostly like kind of like it used to be like very much like a Russian like Soviet Union like type thing, but now I'm sure like everyone does this, where they are literally like taken like from birth or like from very young children, raised in a fake town that looks like America. Everyone speaks English, all American TV. Everything is American. They are grown to think that they are American. Mm-hmm. And like, obviously then they're going through all this like training and stuff. And it's like, hey, like they know like you're going to get a message one day and you know exactly what you're going to be able to do. So there was this guy that was like a sleeper here in the US, a sleeper for like Russia in the US. He was doing all his like, you know, he would get like something, he'd get like a project. Okay, go do it. Go kill this guy. Go do this, blah, blah. He was doing it like whatever. Fell in love with this woman, ended up like creating a family with her and was like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, this is what it's all about.
Yeah. Gets
a message, ignores it, is on like a subway one day, and a guy like comes up behind him and is like, he's like, you will get a message soon, and if you ignore it, I'm here to kill you. And then like, he just like disappears. Crazy, right? Crazy. Yeah. And so the CIA guy that's like talking about this is like his ass went, well, he didn't say this obviously, but like he went straight to the like local FBI like agency and was like turned himself in and was like, do whatever you need to do because like I have a family now and like I'm not doing this shit. And like that's how they got all this information and like we're able to really confirm that like sleeper cells are real.
Damn.
Isn't that crazy? It's so crazy. And then he's talking
about
like
is it like in the movies though, where like if they say like a sequence of words or whatever, it activates them?
It was like, I don't know if it's like it activates them. It's just like they know what each message means. Like there's like a decrypted, like it's like an encrypted thing that like, you know, it's where it's like if they get a message, they know exactly what it means. Like it's like a text message or an email or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like some kind of, or however they're able to like, you know, get that message to them. He didn't really go into details about that, which I'm sure is probably like, that's probably more of like classified stuff. Because like, it's like, if they know, they know. I don't know. Then he was talking about like hitmen and he's like, yeah, every single day. Or like, there's like, it's like once a week, like, you know, all the powers that be, like there's like a list that comes in and then it goes through like all these different channels. And it's like every like Tuesday at like 9 a.m. these certain people go, he's like, I can't say like who and like what agencies or whatever. He's like, they go and they go through this list and then they just disperse. And those people are no longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't
What's
that
that
insane?
show like? The Americans? Did you ever watch that?
Yes, that's so good.
I watched a little bit. I didn't finish it though.
I think I only like a couple episodes into
movie, The Long Kiss Goodnight.
The Long Kiss
with Gina Davis, where she's just like this like homemaker mom, you know, living in the suburbs thing. Mm-hmm. But then like I forget what happens. Like she either gets in an accident or like somebody from her past shows up, which like triggers her brain. But like she's like cooking dinner one night and she chops up the vegetables all like crazy. And she's like, how the fuck did I know how to do that with a knife? And like, she's just like with a knife. And she's like, this is crazy. Like, look at this. I can do this shit. And then like something happens and she like fully like becomes unlocked and it turns out she's like this former like crazy badass assassin.
Dang.
Who, like,
it's like, and I'll kill the
went
prime
like
minister
into
of
like
Malaysia.
secret like protection or something and like her brain was like wiped or
rerouted.
something. Yeah.
The way, I mean, I don't know, there might be like stuff out like that, but what he was talking about, it was mostly like, okay, they're going knowing exactly, but it's the way that they raise them all stuff is so it can be undetectable of like that they are not American.
Yeah.
They like are everything through and through American. Like, so then that way, like it's like undetectable to know that they're like a spy or whatever.
Right.
But it's not like, it's not like Zoolander where it's like, they play relax and then like he turns into like this like relax. Oh God, I love that movie. And I gotta kill a private.
Micronesia.
Oh, Micronesia.
That Micronesia
thought it was
dude.
Malaysia.
It is, but he calls it Micronesia or something like that.
He's like, who knows what Micronesia is? Just crazy. And then it wasn't him, but it was another guy. I think he was like a Navy SEAL. I went down like this rabbit hole. It was like incredible. Talking about that there's these ray guns that basically use like microwave, like what we use like in a microwave, but it's like so like powerful and then like compact that they can use them, and it basically makes it like undetectable that they've been used on someone, where it gives you like a heart attack or like a stroke, like from like the brain, like from the waves, the microwave waves. And it's like, you won't ever be able to detect that that's like what it's from.
Yeah.
Isn't that fucking great? And here we are just being like, how am I going to pay my bills today? Like, where it's like, no one fucking gives a shit about us. Like, we have no clearance, like, for anything. Like, we are not anyone important. We are ants on
It's
a
like
fucking.
it's like a TikTok I saw the other day. The video was of the bombings that have been going on in Iran, like all the missiles, just like a missile barrage. And like the wording on the screen was like,
horrible.
Me watching the news while sipping on my soggy straw to try to save the environment.
While the government is spending $1 trillion a minute.
Yeah, like, dude.
Yeah.
Man.
Crazy. But yeah, crazy times. Isn't that wild?
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I don't like it at all.
But you know what? That's an important reminder of like,
been
you know what? We're just going to do the best
watching,
that we can do each day and try to be good people.
Have you seen Extracted?
No.
Extracted is a show, and this will tie in a little bit because it's just about people living alone out in the wilderness.
Oh, I've been watching Alone.
So it's like Alone.
Okay.
So imagine Alone, but there's like how many people are usually on a season of Alone? Like 5 or so?
No,
like 4
I think
or
they
5?
start off with like 10.
Okay. So it's like Alone, but there's the people out there, they're alone. And then there's the headquarters where 2 members of their family are in.
Oh.
So each person that's alone in the wild has 2, like the husband or wife, one of their kids, or like, their mom or dad or
This
whatever.
is like a reality show, like a game show? Okay.
It's on Peacock.
I might have to start watching
Peacock
this.
or Hulu, one of the 2.
Extracted.
But it's like Alone, but like their family members are in like this headquarter thing, and they're monitoring their family member out there who's alone. And like there's shit that goes on where it's like, all right, everybody line up because today's going to be a supply drop, and you can get supplies out to your family member, like a blanket or a tarp or whatever.
So it's kind of like Hunger Games.
Kind of like Hunger Games, Naked and Afraid, Alone, but traitors.
Oh.
At the same time.
Oh.
Because there'll be shit where like they go into like a private room and it'll be like, okay, you can give your family member an extra item, but you have to take an item from somebody else.
Oh, fuck. So then you're going to piss someone off.
Yeah, big time. And I mean like...
Oh, and it's like, I'm going to take their flint. And it's like, that's like, everyone needs that to
on
survive.
one episode, it's like they wanted to give like one of their family, like they wanted to give them a blanket, or they wanted to give them like a tarp.
Okay.
So they had to take
important.
They took a blanket away from this lady who didn't have any blanket or tarp or anything to keep her warm anymore. Like she only had that blanket.
That's pretty fucked.
Or like
That's pretty fucked.
Yeah, like it's crazy because it's like those kind of situations, but it's like your family is literally out in the wilderness. Like,
so is it like it's not up? So is it like if they're like, hey, if you want to give your family a tarp, you have to take a blanket from someone, or is it or they have a choice of being like, okay, these are things that you can choose to take from other people. Or is it like you have to
you can
take
choose
this?
like things from different people. So like if there's a specific family member you want to screw over, you can. Damn. Or there's like, you can give your person more, or you give your person more food or another person more food, but you have to take food away from another player. Or like, and then like the players out in the wilderness will be like, a supply drop's coming in, and it's based on how well your family members performed.
And they're like, fuck.
And they'll get there, and it's a fucking empty box. And they're like, God damn it. Like, it's another. Like, there's this one dude, he just got an empty box, like, for like 3 or 4 days in a row.
Oh, damn.
But yeah, it's
and are
really
these,
good.
Are the people that are, like, so obviously the headquarter people are there, like, and, like, living their best lives, whatever, fighting away. And then the people that are in the force, are they, like, are they, like, alone people where they're trained?
No,
like,
they're not trained at all.
oh, my God.
Yeah, there was like one dude, he didn't even make it like a day. Like he was out there one day and it became clear from his like talk,
like, nope.
him talking and stuff and the way just how his dad acted in the headquarters thing where like he found out, I was like, oh, his dad forced him to go do this. Like he has no interest in doing this at all. This is something his dad made him go do.
He's like, if you want this trust fund
He
money.
didn't make it very far at all.
Damn. That
So
sucks.
yeah, they're just like regular people out there, but it's really good.
Okay, I may need to watch that.
And though there is one of the family members in the headquarters, I don't remember her name, but she was on the Traders. She was somebody, she also won Survivor.
Natalie? Was she Indian?
I don't remember her name at all.
Just what she look like?
Like if I saw her face, I would know it.
What she look like?
She's like a older lady.
Oh, it's Jan?
I don't remember.
She's okay, yeah, and she's like country.
No. Let me look it up.
Did she win Survivor or did she?
She
just
won
on,
Survivor.
Yeah. Wait, I think I know exactly what you're talking about. I think it's Jan.
I think actually, you know what? I think it is Natalie.
Oh wait, no, not Jan. What was her name? Natalie's Indian. Well,
Maybe
that's
it's her.
the one that survived. She's not old though. Old lady Survivor winner. Or was she runner up?
No, it wasn't Natalie. Fuck, who was it? Anyways, if you like the Traders, you'll recognize her. 'Cause you're like, hey, wait a minute.
There's
She's on the
Sue. She didn't win. I think she was like runner up. Sue, Tina. Who's this? None of these people are. Oh, here we go. This is who I was thinking of. Jane.
No. Sorry.
This is gonna bother me. She actually won, or
Sandra.
Sandra. Yeah, she won Survivor like twice. She's like
Yeah.
the queen of Survivor.
Her son, I think, is the one that's in the wild. So it's like her and I think like her sister are like in the headquarters.
Yeah,
like,
and
take
Sandra
care of
was
them.
like in the army and shit.
Yeah.
But Sandra, oh, she's incredible.
But I saw her in there and I was like, oh, fuck. Like,
She's ruthless.
everybody else in there, watch the fuck out.
Yeah, if I went into a game and her or Boston Rob were in there, I'd be like, what the fuck am I doing here? I'd be like, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you have to like trust them because they're like gamers and like they're gonna fucking like they're gonna be controlling shit.
Yeah.
But then you also have to be like, I gotta get you out immediately because they are so ruthless.
Mm-hmm.
They, especially Sandra, she wouldn't even give a shit if like
Oh, no.
if your family member
She
caught
was like
fire.
a hardcore one. Yeah.
She was incredible.
give a fuck.
With the season that her and Rob were on together, oh my god, I fucking love you guys. I love Survivor. Jeff Probst.
I've never watched it.
Probst. I've seen every single season of Survivor,
never
except
watched
I
it.
haven't watched the new season. I'm
We
kind of
thought
waiting.
about watching it, but
I want to wait till it all comes out. Jeff Probst, if you ever become a fan of Scaredycast and you see this, just know I love you and I want to be on Survivor.
put Kelsey on Survivor.
Put me on Survivor.
Or the Traders.
Or the Traders. You know what?
This new season's all civilian season, so you can
know.
apply for it.
I think the deadline was March 20th and I missed it
Why?
because I'm an idiot.
Go be on Big Brother.
I don't really care about Big Brother. If I got cast on Big Brother, obviously I would do my best.
Okay.
But I feel like I wouldn't really like it as much as like Traders or
I think we're
or Survivor.
turning into reality show junkies over here.
I've been a reality. I love reality game shows. That's what it is. I don't really like reality shows. I like reality game shows.
Well,
I think that's about it,
I
bruh.
think that's about it. Is that about it?
I think that's about it.
I think that's about it.
Oh, you know what? We will be having our good friend Monty from International Horror and Sci-Fi Film Festival on next week's episode to talk all about that Phoenix Film Festival because there will be 2 weekends of it coming up. It's always a great time.
And yeah, I got to talk to him about something about this film festival scheduling. Like, Monty, it's WrestleMania weekend, dude. What are you doing?
Oh, dang.
You know what that, you already know. I can't make it that
But
weekend.
there's 2 weekends. There's 2 weekends.
There's 2 weekends.
But they do alternate. Like sometimes, like it's like they alternate like what's played on what weekend.
Yeah.
And Obsession, which our good friend Nino Daniel was just at South by Southwest. Absolutely incredible. Congratulations, Nino. We love you. He saw Obsession and says it's fantastic. And since I first saw the trailer for this film, I am so excited. I am so excited. I cannot wait to see it.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm excited.
Me and old Nino, we don't really ever see eye to eye too
On
often
movies. Yeah.
Usually it's like if it's something he hates, I know I'll love, and if he loves it, I know I'll hate it. But
and I'm somewhere in between.
Like,
I think you guys.
The Bride, though, we both like The Bride.
Oh, I still need to see The Bride.
Yeah, it's so good. I really love. We both really love The Bride. It was really great.
All right, y'all.
All right, make sure you go to patreon.com/scaredycast, please, for the love of God.
For the love of God.
And
Jeebus.
Tell all your friends about us.
Tell all your friends and family.
I don't know where we'll be next. I know we'll be at the old Days of the Dead in Indianapolis in July.
I will be floating around when and where I can at South by Southwest.
Oh, you're going to South by Southwest?
Yeah. I'm going to go back in time at the International Horror and Sci-Fi Film Festival, as well as Phoenix Film Festival. When it's here, I'm going to try to float around, see what I can see. Along with Tonebone when he can go, or maybe, we'll kind of divide and conquer a little bit.
It'll be a little mixed bag.
A little mix and match.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
All right.
All right, bro.
Bye.